Hey, how's it going, folks? It happens to be me, who lives in Victoria, Melbourne, around in Australia. Around the world already knows what's going on with Melbourne, Australia. Been getting the headline news, but also I wanted to share my thoughts on the roadmap. Now, our state premier of Victoria, so for those who does not know, we're currently in stage 4. We got like 77 cases per day. Sometimes it fluctuates, goes lower, but let's just say 77. If we want to put an average, I would probably say 50 or 60, something around there. The roadmap angers all the citizens in Victoria, where our phase 3 will introduce after next week. Actually, end of this week. Which is the 13th of September. Now, we don't know what's going on, all right, because our numbers is going up and down, and we don't know. We have a spike rise, and I don't know, and everyone does not know. But according to the government stating that, I think it was 11th of November or mid-November, correct me if I'm wrong, that things will slowly go back to normal. Now, for those who does not know about Melbourne, Australia, we've been in lockdown like March or April. Like today, we're talking about September. The world is looking at the eyes upon. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, all right? But I know that we have went through, with the international flyers, we control at the first time we control it really well. We have like 2,000-3,000 cases, and that's about it. And probably what we have was what is that wording? I have to get it right. And we're just having one of the major problem with Victoria when we head back to phase 2 after we secure our international borders to return citizens coming back to our soil. Unfortunately, our Premier of Victoria did not handle it really well. There was some budgeting issue, and as well refused to have army to take in force in our state. It was very controversial during that time, and now what it is, we have hit to the point, phase 3. Towards the end of phase 3, we had second time phase 3, and currently we're on phase 4. Towards the end of the phase 3, like during phase 3 second time, our numbers has been climbing. It reached to the point a day we're having 700 cases, and now we are getting to 70. The roadmap angers everyone. The government's trying their best and not having a yo-yo economic, which means open and close the country, or what's been happening around the world. The government is trying their best, and hopefully that they stated that if we get below 5 corona cases each day, then we'll head to phase 2. Now, this is tough because we don't know how is this going to play out, and many citizens are angers a lot regards to that. And it's too long, and as well with the perhaps that, we've literally, it's going to be like 9 months being stuck. If you're technically speaking, probably 8-9 months in a year, we've been stuck at all, I remember January and February, we were having a blast. February, just, it just gets to our skin a lot. And now the world has known as Victoria as one of the most strictest COVID lockdown. Even though we don't have the large cases number in comparison to the world, yes, the government has welfare for those who are unemployed or partially employed, has been significantly reduced. So the roadmap angers all of us, but at the same time, one of the key words from our Premier is, I know I'm frozen here, I don't know why I'm frozen here, yo-yo economic. We do not want to go for yo-yo economic. Just to give you an idea what our life is like currently in Australia and Melbourne, is that obviously there's no eating, There's only takeaway, and it's always we have like Hungry Jack's is like a Burger King. We've got like McDonald's, KFC's, all flooded. Grocery, we can go on grocery supermarket. However, if you want to go Kmart, Target, or Big W, we have to go click and collect, which means we have to book online, purchase online, and collect the front of the store. We do not have shopping therapy. I think the only shopping therapy is either going Costco or going to the supermarket or a liquor store, perhaps, if some of you guys want to include liquor store. And like there's so many jobs out there. It's only essential workers, health profession is only open, all the retail's closed and everything. We have a curfew locked down to 8 o'clock at night. After 8 o'clock at night, we cannot go out unless if you're an essential worker. And myself as an essential worker, I remember the second day when we have the phase 4, they introduced the law. You have to go straight back home. They didn't mention about fast food, and when I finished my work duty, I had to drive past on my way back home, some like Burger King, Hungry Jack's version, and the cops stopped me straight away and warned me I'll get a fine next time if they caught me going to have a takeout. So that's how serious it is currently at the moment with Melbourne. I don't know, many people are very frustrated, anger, disbelief why they voted for Labour, Daniel Andrews. Our Prime Minister Scott Morrison stated that according to Daniel Andrews' definition, New South Wales, Sydney would have been locked down harshly the way it is. And it's absolutely ridiculous the way how our government is. But at the end of the day, our government's trying to do best of the best. I really feel sorry for the small businesses. There's more mental health and suicide is going on. I'm pretty sure around the world it has similar phases, but this is Melbourne I'm talking about.